In this video, I'm gonna give you 3 extremely common myths around starting an auto detailing business or growing an auto detailing business. So stay till the end of this video and I know you're gonna get something from it. These are the 3 most common myths when I see online or when I hear people say about starting or growing an auto detailing business. So hopefully you get something from this. Stick around till the end. Let's go ahead and get into it. If this is your first time listening or you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel, make sure to like the video and to turn on notifications. It's gonna make it to where we can reach other detailers as well. And it's gonna make it to where you don't miss any content that gets posted to this channel so you stay up to date and so that you keep getting something from this. So let's go ahead and get into it. What is my first myth when it comes to starting a detailing business? The first one is that you have to have a shop. You have to have a facility to actually detail and to get good results. That is a huge myth. You do not need a shop. I personally actually detailed for the first 3 to 4 years mobile and was extremely profitable for most of those years before actually getting into a shop. And then even when we did get a shop, we still kept mobile detailing going just because a lot of customers actually really only want mobile detailing. So no, you do not have to have a shop when you first start to put out good results or to become profitable. You can actually be profitable just by mobile detailing. There are thousands of mobile detailers that are extremely profitable and they don't have a shop. So that is a huge myth. And I think a lot of detailers think that they have to have what they're envisioning in their brain before they can actually get started. And really it just comes down to getting started. And the cool thing is, if you can produce good results mobile, you're going to produce way better results in a shop. So you almost become a better detailer by being a mobile detailer because you have all of these crazy variables. You have weather, you have, having to use the bathroom even. You have detailing whether it's hot or cold. You have hot panels, you have cold panels. You're trying to apply a certain product that, on a hotter panel. You're going to be able to figure out ways to get a good result with the variables that come with mobile detailing. So no, you don't have to have that big facility or even a facility at all. You're actually going to become a better detailer by starting, as a mobile detailer and working your way up into a shop. You don't have to have that shop initially just to get started. Get started with what you have and it's going to make you a 10 times better detailer. I know personally when I first started detailing, in the mobile days, I was detailing out of a 97 Toyota Camry. I would stuff everything into the trunk of my car and I would go detail clients' cars and I worked my way up. When I first started, I didn't even have a pressure washer. I was using a Dollar General water hose and a spray nozzle. Were my results as good as they are now? Obviously not, but it's just the fact of getting started and producing good results with what you have. And that's what's going to form you into an elite detailer later on. So the key is to just get started. You do not have to have a shop to get started in this industry. Just get started with what you have, work out of whatever vehicle you have, and you can still be crazy profitable. The second myth is you have to supply your own water and electricity. So if you're a mobile detailer, you have to have your own water and electricity. That is a huge myth. You do not have to have your own water and electricity. The crazy thing is most clients actually expect you to already use their water and electricity. I know most of the time when, I was first starting and I didn't have water tank or I didn't have a generator, I would show up to the client's house and they would point me in the direction of where their water spigot was or where their power outlet was. They already expected me to use those things anyway. So most of your clients or majority of your clients are going to expect you to just use their water and electricity anyway. So you do not have to have a water tank or a generator to get started. Just use, their water, their electric. Obviously, you can't detail like in parking lots or at apartment complexes or really anywhere besides, residential or at their homes. But that's completely fine. You don't want to handicap yourself by waiting until you have that water tank or waiting until you have that generator just to get started, when you could be making money in that meantime so that you can afford that water tank or afford that generator. Once you do, that would be things that I would definitely upgrade with time and as you reinvest into your business, but you don't have to have those right off the bat. You can still be profitable without those things, and they're not a necessity. So that's a huge myth. So the third and final myth is that you have to know how to do paint correction to be an actual detailing business. This is a huge ego thing within, Facebook and social media. You're going to see a lot of these elite detailers or so-called elite detailers saying, oh, you have to know how to pick up a polisher and perform a paint correction before you can become an actual detailer. And that is a huge myth. That's just ego speaking. And they're not thinking back to when they first started either. So you do not have to know how to do paint correction. And in all reality, paint correction can actually be not as profitable as other services such as like enhancements or just your regular full details. Even paint corrections have a ton of variables that a lot of detailers can underquote on. You have whether the vehicle has been repainted, or whether the clear is too thin, or whether the clear is either hard or soft. There's so many different variables that can make it to where you actually make less money than if you were to actually just do one of your, regular details, or whether to do just an enhancement polish. And the thing is, me personally, we did a ton of paint corrections. That was one of our primary services because it was so gratifying to see a panel go from, kind of doo-doo to really clear and glossy. That was gratifying at first, but after a while, I started to notice that these paint corrections actually take way more effort, way more time, way more energy to complete when, an enhancement takes 2 hours and gets crazy good results. So all of these, all these extra steps to do a paint correction just actually became to where it wasn't as enjoyable. At first, yes, seeing that transformation, and it is still cool to me when a customer wants that done. But if my business, to be honest, if my business were to take away offering the service paint correction, we would still be just as profitable, if not more profitable, by not offering them. So no, you don't have to offer paint correction, and no, you don't have to know how to do those in the beginning. You want to just get started and hone your skills in and dial your skills in. And over time, you'll know how to do paint correction. Just get started with maybe enhancements, a 1-stage enhancement polish, which is going to give them crazy good results, but you're going to get practice by doing that, so that when you do get a heavily defective vehicle, you're going to be able to ease into that and start kind of dabbling into a more aggressive pad combos and more aggressive compounds. So you don't have to know how to do those right off of the rip, though. They're actually not as profitable in certain circumstances when you're first starting. Later on, once you become a subject matter expert in quoting vehicles and knowing how to dial your prices in, yes, paint corrections can be extremely profitable as well. But like I said, if my business were to completely take that away, we would still be in business. We would still be profitable, if not more profitable. So no, you don't have to do paint corrections. You don't have to even know how to do them to get started. Just get started. That's the key. And if you are a detailer already and you already own a detailing business and you don't know how to do paint correction, that is completely fine as well. You're going to get there. You are going to know how to do that later on, and as you progress. But if you didn't get started at all, you're not going to be able to get that practice in. You're not going to be able to know what you're looking at on a panel. You're not going to know, what combos to use or what pad combos to use when if you're just doing enhancements like I recommended. You're going to be able to know how a pad reacts and how a polish reacts to certain panels and certain different types of vehicles. That's going to give you that initial knowledge that you're going to need to kind of introduce you to paint correction. But just get started, because if you didn't, you'll never get to the point of paint correction. So that is a huge myth, is having to know how to do paint correction before you can actually get started. that's just false, and that's just ego talking within the industry. Just ignore that and just get started with what you have. So those are my 3 most common myths when it comes to either starting or owning an auto detailing business. Hopefully you got something from that. And if you are looking to either start your detailing business, or if you already own a detailing business and you really want to take it to the next level and you really want to know how to become more profitable, I do want to invite you to join the detail community. This has hundreds of resources that are going to show you click by click and step by step how to become a more profitable detailing business, how to get more clients, how to rank higher than your competitors online, how to create a brand that stands out where customers really want to use you and only use you, for their detailing needs. And other members inside are already taking action and seeing crazy results. And you can get access to all of that for only $37 a month. So the best way to kind of look at this is, for what you would pay for a bottle of Tire Shine, you can join the detail community and get access to something that is going to show you step by step how to make more money every month. So join today by clicking the link in the description, or you can go to thedetailcommunity.com/join. Again, it's thedetailcommunity.com/join. I cannot wait to connect with you more inside. I cannot wait to see your business evolve. So hopefully you got something from this video. Hopefully it kind of clears your mind up on whether or not you should just get started. A lot of those clouded things in your head telling you not to start, and things that you hear online or things that you hear from other detailers, clouding your judgment on whether you should just get started and create your own business and, having your own freedom of being your own boss. Those things in your head, or those other detailers saying these things and putting that false narrative within our industry, get those things out of there and just get started. These are all myths. Hopefully you got something from that. And if you are enjoying the content that is coming from this channel, or if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video, leave a comment if you got something from this, if it helped you in any way, and also make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos that come out, and so that you stay up to date on this channel. And I will catch you on the next video. If you guys ever need anything, always feel free to shoot me a message on social media, either Instagram or Facebook. I'll reply to all my DMs, and I'll try to help in any way I can. So I'll catch you on the next video. Stay safe out there and keep detailing. Get these myths out of your head and just get started.